10 Stunning and Inspirational Fireplace Makeovers. With its gorgeous traditional mantel, this fireplace from DIY Playbook already had some serious chops. But shelving was lacking and the red brick clashed with the rest of the fireplace surround. When Bridget at the design blog DIY Playbook revamped this stunning fireplace, she covered the red bricks with white marble and continued the color up to the ceiling. Most significantly, she added spacious built-ins on both sides of the fireplace to show off fun, pretty objects dar, as well as functional covered storage below. Tuscan home style is long gone, that much is clear. But Jenny at the home blog Evolution of Style felt that the chief problem with her Tuscan-style fireplace was one of coordination. Her home's exterior was natural feeling and craftsman. Her fireplace, not so much. It was time for a veneer stone job. With manufactured veneer stone running from the hearth, up the chimney, and culminating at the ceiling, this stylish fireplace from Evolution of Style now has a more natural look that befits the home's friendly, organic style. Those black hearth tiles frustrated Sonia, owner of the home blog At Home with the Barkers. But chipping away mortared tile can often create more problems than it's worth. Then she devised an idea to fix it, all without breaking a single tile. By creating a type of box out of dimensional lumber, Sonia from At Home with the Barkers and her husband were able to raise the hearth. This not only covers up those unwanted black hearth tiles, but it also gives the hearth greater prominence. Ledgestone veneer tiles cover the face of their fireplace. If an element of your home makes you groan every time you see it, it's time for a change. Alison Hepworth at House of Hepworths couldn't stand another day of looking at her peach-colored wall of bricks, as she puts it. Is it hard to paint brick? Sure, it can be. Alison from House of the Hepworths found the prospect of painting brick intimidating, so she kept things on the simple side by minimizing her prep work and rolling out nearly all of the paint. Now the once insufferable fireplace looks cool and fresh just like she wanted. This fireplace makeover from Brooke Crisson at Nesting with Grace was only supposed to be a tiny Christmas decorating job for her neighbor's mantel. However, when Brooke saw this fireplace she knew there was more to be done. As she puts it, she likes to leave her clients with something to think about. Which lead her to redesign this traditional fireplace into something more modern. Brooke from Nesting with Grace smoothed out the traditional lines of the fireplace by having her carpenter friend add elements made from primed white pine. But the true focal point is the apparently antique slab of wood that acts as a mantel. This is not a giant slab of reclaimed and hard-to-find wood. Instead, they created it from common 1x8 Eastern white pine boards from Lowe's. Stain and distressing give it an antique look. With the standalone fireplace craze long in the past, this one, owned by Rachel at Maison de Pax, still stood like a sentinel to the 1990s. Rachel actually had two problems. First, the fireplace was uninteresting. Second and most problematic, how do you connect this fireplace with the rest of the house? In a creative fireplace transformation that is nothing short of stunning, Rachel from Maison de Pax completely turned around the look of her old fireplace. She created beautiful shelving to physically and visually attach the fireplace to the house. And for another bit of lagniappe, she now has loads of storage space. Next, she added thin-cut brick with an intentionally messy mortar job for a classic, antique look. Stuck with a gloomy living room dominated by an uninteresting fireplace, Amanda and Corey from Love and Renovations decided that it was time to make a major change. They had struggled for years with trying to come up with the perfect style for this room and truly bring it to its full potential. With this gorgeous makeover from Love and Renovations, a live edge wood mantel now graces the top of this fireplace. The drab, featureless tile surrounding the fireplace has been replaced with a stunning artisan tile that catches the eye the minute you walk into the room. It wasn't so bad, this fireplace. But Rachel Moore of the blog Pinteresting Plans wanted it to look cleaner. The dark tile hearth, especially, made it look unfriendly. The painted, exposed brick made it look like every other fireplace. After trying several times to update with budget-friendly fixes, she decided it was time to take the plunge and invest in its makeover. To dispel the gloom of her fireplace, Rachel Moore of Pinteresting Plans traded out that one thing she hated the one most, the dark hearth, for a more cheerful marble-look porcelain tile in 20-inch by 20-inch format. Wood wrapping covers up the brick for a cleaner, more traditional look. Her fireplace is now as warm and cozy as she always dreamed it could be. Brick, in limited quantities, can be a beautiful thing. The problem with this old fireplace from Made to Be a Mama was that there was just too much of it. All of that busy brick was overwhelming. With advice from a carpenter friend, Katie and her husband from Made to Be a Mama used drywall, 2x4s, and plywood to box in all vestiges of the brick. They screwed the 2x4s directly into the brick with concrete screws. At the top is stained cedar. With a fresh coat of white paint, the result is a fresh and clean fireplace. Even though it was just your standard issue, innocent red brick fireplace, to home and design blogger Tasha from Kaleidoscope Living, it felt like a sad relic of the 1980s. She didn't want to spend a lot of time or money on it, so she decided to paint it. To achieve a whitewashed effect, Tasha from Kaleidoscope Living cut the white paint with water to thin it out. She then rolled it on with a textured nap roller cover, followed by brushwork. A wood stove inserted in the fireplace solves the problem of wood-burning fireplaces' energy inefficiency. Now, this ethereal fireplace is a beautiful focal point for the room instead of being an eyesore. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.